Hello, welcome all for today's session. Today we are going to continue our discussion for table creation in MySQL workbench. For the previous lecture, we just see how to create a database in a MySQL workbench. Now we will be continue our discussion for a table creation. This is the syntax for the table creation. Firstly, you have to write down the keyword as a create table followed by the table name. Then in a pair of a round bracket, firstly you have to mention the column name followed by data type. Data type, it may be an integer, float, character, double. It may be a variable character. You have to choose the data type as per the requirement. So again, I repeat, what is the syntax for the table? That is, first of all, write down the keyword as an create table followed by the table name. Then you have to mention the column name followed by its data type. Afterwards, for inserting the values, there are the three different ways that how to insert the values or how you can create the new record. It is used for inserting the new records in the table. First of all, you have to use the keyword as an insert into followed by the table name. Then use the first round bracket for mentioning the column name. Then write down the keyword as an values, not a value, it is at a values. Then go for the value 1, value 2. These values for the corresponding columns you have to mention within a same sequence. Otherwise, instead of writing this column name directly, you can put down the values. If more than one records you have to mention, then for each and every record we have to mention the one pair of the round bracket. So this value 1, value 2 is for the first record. This another round bracket is for the second record, and so on. So with the help of an insert into statement, we can provide the values for the columns, either for an one record or the another record. Now let's try to execute this query into the MySQL workbench. So first of all, this one is the query that we have already just seen, that is on a create database first project. So with this, our first project named database is created. Now we just go with the another point, that is on a create table. Again, we have to create table followed by the table name. So I will be just go with a student underscore info. This is my table name. Then in a first pair of an round bracket, you have to mention all kinds of table names, column names that you require for the formation of table. So first of all, I require that is a roll number. Its data type should be of an integer. Then I just go with the another one, that is an first name. Its data type is obviously variable character, that is an varchar. You can mention this one is here about an 30, that is going to be vary. Number that 30 very number of characters you can be entered. Afterwards, I want that is an last name. Again, its data type is variable characters. I just go with an 40, then I will go with an city. Its again data type is varchar. I can go with an 20 number of letters. Then obviously marks, I will be put it as an integer. So in this way, I take out the 5 columns. First is the roll number, first name, last name, city, and the marks. Names, that is an varchar. Roll number is the integer, marks is also the integer. So in this way, I have just created the table. Terminate this statement with the help of a semicolon. Now we are going to be execute this query. Just click over here. The query is executed very successfully. Now we have to be just see in the table. You just see that here you don't get under this table, you don't get any kind of this student info kind of a table. Why it happens so? Because we have not selected the database. So for selecting the database, you have to right click over here. Unless and until it is not going to be represented in a bold format, it is not selected. Once it is bold, that means selected, and then again you just go for executing this query. Now you will be refresh this one, and you will be now just see under the first project name database, the table that is on a student name is created. Now click on this table icon. You will just get that in this way. your table is formed, which consists of a 5 column. First is roll number, then first name, last name, city, and the marks. Okay, so in this way your table is created. Now we just try to add some kind of an records, add, or you can say the adding the values for the corresponding column. So use the keyword as insert into followed by the table name, that is the nothing but a student underscore info. Again, I write down the different kinds of a column name. That is first of all the roll number, then first name followed with the last name, then city, and then marks. Okay, so here I have just given this sequence. You can be check. You can change the sequence of the columns here. Then just complete this bracket. Write down the keyword as values. Then give the values in this sequence only. The roll number is an 1. Write down the name or the character you have to always mention in a pair of single quotes. So you can say this one is an Vikas. Then go with another one. You can go with an RE. Then another is the city name, that is Mumbai. Then marks you can be considered as an 67, comma 67. So in this way, we have completed the first set of the values, isn't it? We mention over here the keyword as an insert into followed by the table name, that is student info. These are the column name mentioned. After that, write down the keyword as values and give the values for the corresponding columns. Now we are going to be execute this query. The query is given over here. Here it is MER marks. So just go over here. The query is executed very successfully. Then again, you go within a table, just execute this table. You just get roll number. This value is 1, first name Vikas, last name Mai, Mumbai, and 67. So in this way, you are successful for filling or creating one record. Similarly, the another syntax for creating that, if you are not required to go with the all columns directly, you can be first of all go with the insert into student info, then write down the keyword as values and you give the value, that is on the first one. It is like roll number 2, another name is an Sake, then you go with the surname, last name, you go with a city over here, then go for the marks, isn't it? This is the one set is created. Terminate this one with a semicolon, go for the executing this query, create over here. Query is executed successfully. Go into the table, you can say that the second record is created. So in this way, by these two different ways, you can insert or you can values into the columns or create the records. And the last one is that if there are more than one records you have to insert at the same time, then again you go with the same set of the values. So here insert into table name, that is a student info. Again go with the write down the keyword as values. Into the pair of an round bracket, give the values here. Go the city as Nasik. And marks to be of this one. This is the one set of the values is created. I want to go with some another record, then give the comma, give the same values over here. Your roll number should be of 3 1, then go again over here. That is roll number of 4, in a pair of a single quotes, you give the another name, John, then go for the you have to go with a city over here and the marks. Okay, so in this way, we have just created the another one. After completion of all the record, terminate this with a semicolon. Go for the execution of this one. Your query is executed successfully. Go to the table. Then you will be see that there are the four kind of records are created. So in this way, you with the help of queries or the commands, you can create the table and fill the information in this table. The another way is with the help of an inbuilt function. Just by clicking on this icon, you also create the table. So just click over here in this icon, that is create the table. So this kind of the environment is going to be opened down. So if you just take out this one, is you have to give the table name, that is the you again go with an student underscore data. I will be give this one is a name. In which schema or the database it is created, it is in a first project, because here right now we have selected the first project. Then just click over there. This kind of the information is created. Now here double click, give the row column name, that is first you want, that is on a roll number. What is this data type? Double click over here. If this one is on a drop down menu arises, you can select the different kinds of data types. Right now roll number I want as an integer. Then this one is nothing but a primary key, not null. Then this one is a unique index. These are some of the another parameters required. We will be see this in detail about this. But first of all, primary key means it is the unique identification through which the table is created. That's value is a unique. It is not going to be changed. It is totally independent. So that is nothing but called as a primary key. Not null means its value is non-zero. If you press down the roll number as a zero, then that will be not accepted. So whenever you are entering the values for the roll number, it should be a non-zero. It is anything other than the zero. So this is the meaning. So I want this roll number to keep as a non-zero. Then again go for the second one. I will just say that it is the first name. So its data type, obviously I want varchar, but it is not the unique one. So I'm just taking only the null value. Then go with over here, that is an surname. Right now I will be just given its data type is in a varchar. Then I will be just go with another is city. It's also varchar. Then go with an you can say the department, or you can say the course over here. Its data type is again varchar. So in this way, I have just created the choose the different columns. Its name, its data type. Then just click on the apply. The queries are going to be executed over here. Apply these all queries. Your statements are executing. After the continuation or executing the query, finish over here. You can see that within the first project, your student data, this table is created. Just click over here. This kind of an table is created. Now just double click over here. Right now, directly you can feed the values. That is here it should be of a roll number, that is an first. Then you go with a first name. Then go with the another one. It is nothing but Joshi. City you can be considered as the Pune. Then course it is nothing but you just say that it is a mechanical. Okay. Just again come towards the next one. Next, right click over here. It is the roll number as an a 2. Give the name as the Komal first one. Then give the just go with the another here, that is nothing but Jadhav. Go with a city. Then Mumbai. What is you can say the department, you can say as in the seats like this. Okay. Apply over here. Apply it. You can just say that. Just again go with the student data. Just go over here. You can see that data is created. So in this way, directly you can be create the table with the help of an inbuilt function, or you can create the table with the help of an queries with some kind of an commands. Most probably you will require create table. This command, and for filling the information or for creating the records, you go with an insert into statement. So this one is all for the today's session. Thank you.